Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at J&K Security Solutions in their model smart home, and we're going to be talking home security with them later on in the show.
I'm looking forward to that, and I always love coming here because it just feels like a home. I mean, it is kind of a model home that we're in right now, and it's just so cozy.
It has a warmth to it for sure.
We're
joined now by Mr. Bill Lockwood from Aquire Restoration. Bill, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Thanks for coming.
I'm great. You know, for those of us who are part of the Beltline rat race every morning and every evening, we may have noticed the new sign that's appeared kind of on the south end of town. That's Aquire. It's Aquire's sign. Within the last year, it's appeared there. Can you talk to folks who don't know what Aquire Restoration does? What do you guys do?
The bulk of what we do is fire and water damage cleanup and restoration for businesses, commercial properties, and residential properties throughout Wisconsin and Iowa.
Oh, okay, so you're in Iowa as well.
Yes, we have 4 locations in Kaukauna, Oshkosh, Madison, Wisconsin, and Waterloo, Iowa.
Oh, okay, great.
Now, you do a lot of other things too, I think. Besides fire and water damage services, what else do you offer there?
We specialize in other areas like mold remediation, lead and asbestos abatement. We deal with hail damage. We just had some storms come through town that brought a lot of hail damage our way. We deal with things like biohazard cleanup and spills that may take place, and also things that aren't so savory, like trauma scene cleanup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, you, the location on the West Beltline is a new location for you, but I'm curious to know, number one, is that just a new location in Madison, period, or have you been at another location in Madison? And then also tell us a little bit about how Aquire Restoration got started.
Well, we moved to the building that we're in now in July.
Okay.
We merged with a company called Capital Remediation, and this merger, it makes us the largest fleet of restoration vehicles in Madison.
Yeah.
We did this in just 5 years. We were over off of Stoughton and Flom Road before, but we needed a much larger space to house this merger that we had, and we're actually adding 8,000 square feet to the back end to accommodate our future growth.
I like that you use the word merger. It makes it sound like big time. Like
it does.
Multi-billion-dollar companies merge in a billion-dollar deal here in Madison. So.
And it sounds like things are going really well for you too. And you mentioned that you have the largest fleet too of restoration service vehicles. And what else makes you different from some of the other companies out there?
Well, I've been doing this for 13 years, and when Jeff asked me to come on board, one of the things I noticed right away was the business model. It's very unique. We have certain things that we don't restrict us the way that other companies that maybe franchise companies may have. So we can do things in a way that allows us to continue our growth without the problems that franchises would face. One of them is stability. They have to hire more people during the busy season and let them go. Mm-hmm. Because of our multiple locations, we share our resources, which lends for a lot less turnover. Mm-hmm. And that means that we can invest more into the training and certification of our people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and training goes such a long way. You know, it's definitely, it's always worth the investment, I think, you know.
Absolutely, especially when you're dealing with specialty cleanup.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to know, because there are rules, there's regulations, there's laws that have to be followed, so that you make sure that your customer is put back to the way it was before it ever happened.
That's something that I never really thought of before, is that not only do you have to know, for example, how you have to be trained in mold remediation, but you also have to know what the rules and regulations for disposal of some of these materials are as well. I mean, there's certain protocol that you must follow by law, and it's important that your folks know that, I suppose.
Yeah, we handpick all of our employees, and that's one of the things that we want to make sure that anybody that works for us full-time has been certified in some specialty or some discipline, whether it's, again, mold or fire or smoke or biohazard cleanup, those types of things.
Yeah. What should people consider when they need the kind of services that Aquire Restoration provides?
Well, I would think, number one, their capabilities. There are small jobs and there are large jobs. If you don't have the right match there or the right fit, you could wind up with a nightmare on your hands. Right. The other thing is you should do due diligence. Find out what you can about the company you're working with. Now, we've been in this town for 5 years. We started the company 10 years ago out of Oshkosh, and Jeff Edmonds and the new vice president from Capital Remediation, Josh Duggan, they set the culture for our business, and they are tremendous leaders. It was very seamless when we came together, and we've seen the fit actually cause a spike in the business.
That's
so
great.
It's been real good. for Aquire Restoration.
Good. That's good to know.
Yeah, and are you active on social media as well? Can people find out more about you?
We have a Facebook, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, are the three main social media that we use. And again, we invite people to look us up. Come on down, take a tour of the building.
Okay.
It's we're right on 925 Applegate Road, between Park Street and Fish Hatchery Road, and again, we've got the big beautiful new sign out there for everybody to see.
Can't miss it.
No, not at all.
Excellent. Well, Bill Lockwood, we appreciate you coming in and talking a little bit about Aquire Restoration today.
Thanks for having me today.
Check out their website, by the way, and find out maybe you even need services from Aquire and you didn't even know it. But check them out for sure, and we'll be right back with more Wisconsin Family after the break.